Ever since I was a little kid, it seems that the excitement has been slowing down for Mars. I remember watching the first manned landing to Mars with my face pinned against my computer screen. But since my childhood, it's been on again, off again, with research outposts being set up and then abandoned. Nothing stayed as a permanent colony on Mars. It turns out that shipping everything you need to a distant planet is not very economically viable. I kept saying during the mandatory Mars X staff meetings that it'd be easier to make a colony on the ocean floor than on Mars. At least the bottom of the ocean is a shorter commute for the supplies. For a sustainable colony, water, air, food, shelter, materials, and energy all have to be produced on Mars somehow. That's why I'm here. After everyone lost the dream of terraforming Mars within a reasonable time frame, a more realistic plan was put into place. A small team of humans, salary paid, with a much larger team of android aides, slave labor, were sent to Mars to make it happen. I'm one of the salary-paid humans, not one of the slave labor androids. I get a kick out of the androids every time I see them. Someone got the bright idea of keeping the androids environmentally sealed by making them wear the same white spacesuits we wear. Except they couldn't fit in all the robots' guts into the suit, so they just made the suit bigger. A simple enough solution, I guess. The spacesuit-wearing android stands a couple of heads above our tallest staff member. It's a bit odd seeing those gargantuan white spacesuits walking around Mars. I'm calling them Space Yetis. We'll see if the name sticks. Each Space Yeti is powered by a high-efficiency thermoelectric generator, HETIG, with a small plutonium-239 core being the power source. Technically, it's a radioactive thermoelectric generator, RTG, but some salesmen thought HETIG was a better name. A HETIG works by utilizing the heat from the radioactive source and converting it to electricity. Each Space Yeti has a glowing heart of radioactive love with a half-life of 24,100 years. But it is a shame that the electricity-producing portion of the HETIG only has a design life of 100 years due to the thermal stress cycles. The plutonium-239 is not the greatest choice since its half-life is way too long. But because it's been so abundant after the nation's denuclearized, it's cheap. And cheap wins. You just need to make sure you find a good burial site for the Space Yeti with its HETIG after 100 years of service. All the Space Yetis are guided by a central AI named Orin. Orin's good, but not great. I don't think Orin will ever go Hal on us, at least not intentionally. Orin is like that one person who is great at doing things when you hold their hand through it all, but he can't solve problems on his own. The imagination for problem-solving just isn't there with Orin. So this requires us humans on Mars to really be the ones running things. I feel calm knowing that Orin isn't scheming to kill us all off one by one, but that bumbling bucket of bits and bytes is going to kill us off with one of his mistakes. I just know it.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.